The day I got even with my boss. I worked at this small logistics company for almost 3 years. When I started, I was bright-eyed, fresh out of college, and honestly grateful to even have a job. My boss, let's call him Mark, was one of those guys who could turn on the charm for clients. But behind closed doors, he was a walking nightmare. He yelled at people, took credit for their work, and had this disgusting habit of joking about firing you if you so much as yawned during a meeting. The final straw came last year. I had spent weeks putting together a system that cut our warehouse errors by almost 40%. I stayed late, skipped weekends, and basically built the entire thing from scratch. When it worked, I was proud. The following week, in front of the entire management team, Mark presented it as his idea. Didn't even mention my name. When I confronted him privately, he smirked and said, "You're too young to get credit. Clients want someone with experience attached to ideas." That night, I went home and decided I wasn't going to take it anymore. I knew two things. One, Mark didn't understand tech. He barely knew how to use Excel. Two, I was the only one who truly understood the new system. So I started documenting everything I did, every step, every instruction, but not in the company files. I built my own personal, clean manual on my laptop. Then slowly, I began removing the shortcuts that kept the system running smoothly. Nothing catastrophic, just enough that it looked like normal human error. The kind of thing that, without me, no one could fix quickly. Within 2 months, errors started creeping back in. Clients complained. Mark yelled at the staff like it was their fault. Meanwhile, I kept my head down, acting just as confused as everyone else. Around that time, I quietly started applying for new jobs. In interviews, I brought my full documentation to prove what I'd built. Companies loved it. Within weeks, I landed an offer at a firm that not only paid me double, but also respected innovation. So I handed in my 2-week notice. Mark was stunned. He tried to convince me to stay, said I was too valuable. But here's the kicker. On my very last day, he asked me to leave behind my notes so the team could keep things running. I looked him dead in the eye and said, "Oh, sorry. I never kept formal notes on that system. You said clients only trust experienced people anyway, so I'm sure you'll figure it out." 2 months after I left, I got a text from a coworker. "Dude, Mark got fired." The system completely collapsed, and he couldn't explain anything to corporate. I can't even describe the satisfaction I felt. For once, the yelling, credit-stealing, smug bastard had no one else to blame. Now I'm at a company where my boss literally introduces me to clients as the person who makes the magic happen. It's night and day. And Mark? Last I heard, he's consulting, which is corporate, speak for unemployed and trying to look important on LinkedIn.